Good day. In this video, we're going to simplify these three expressions. In there, we will use multiply and divide. In our first expression, we have three fractions with times and divide. The first thing we do is we copy this fraction down, keep the times, copy this fraction down. Change this divide to a times and tip this over. The bottom goes to the top and the top comes to the bottom. Just mention it again. We take the divide, change it to a times, and tip the fraction just behind it around. Now we will cancel across and up and down. So we can cancel across or up and down. You can see that this 3 and this 9, we can cancel something there. We say 3 goes in here once, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. Then we say 8 goes in itself once, and it goes into 16 twice. Then we can say q squared. I can cancel 2 of them down here, and we'll have a q left up there. Then we can cancel the p3, put a 1 over there, and then over here there will be a p left. This cancelling can be done your own way. It doesn't have to be exactly the numbers I used. Lastly, we will times the tops with the tops and the bottoms with the bottoms. If you times this 1 times 3 times q, you'll get 3q squared at the top. If you times this 1 times p times 2 times p squared, you'll get 2p to the power of 3. Then I just check here if I've got anything else I can cancel for in case I missed it, and I didn't. So this is my final answer. Please stop the video and get your brain around this one. Here is our second expression that we will have to simplify, where we use times and divide. We will times and tip. We will factorize all the tops and bottoms, and then we'll make some of the stuff friendly. The tops is called the numerators and the bottoms are called the denominators. Try and see that there are 6 places here and keep them separate from each other. The first thing we did, we took this divide, we made it into a times, and we flipped this over. We took this bottom up, and we almost times that 11 in there. Then we brought the 2p minus 22 down, so we timesed and tipped. For now, I kept all the other 4 places the same way they were. Now we factorize all the tops and bottoms, and we make them friendly. Keep these 6 places away from each other now and handle them separately. Firstly, we'll take p squared minus 121, the difference of 2 squares, and we will factorize it. Then we'll take the p squared minus 4 and factorize that. Then I like to put my packets in brackets. So I write bracket p minus 2, nothing changed there. Now I factorize this by taking out a common factor. Then I simplify this further. It will give me p squared plus 13p plus 22. I like to leave big gaps between my fractions, so I could now factorize this expression further. The purpose of this video is not to teach you how to factorize. There's other videos for that. It's just to show you how everything evolves in here. Next, we will factorize this bottom. Now, the whole expression has been factorized and all the packets look friendly. Now we will cancel across and up and down. You can decide yourself which ones you want to do first. A possible way is to say p minus 11 goes in here once and p minus 11 goes in there once. P plus 11 goes in here once and p plus 11 goes in there once. P minus 2 goes in here once and p minus 2 goes in there once. P plus 2 goes in here once and p plus 2 goes in there once. Now we will times the tops with the tops and the bottoms with the bottoms. This 1 times 1 times 1 times this will give me p plus 11 at the top, and this 1 times 2 times 1 times 2 times 1 will give me 4 at the bottom. And then I just check if I can simplify further. I can't. So this is the final answer of this expression being simplified. Please stop the video and just make sure what happened here. Our last expression that we will simplify is not for the faint of heart. We have three fractions with a divide and times. We will times and tip. We will factorize all tops and bottoms, and we make the packets friendly. Like I said, there is 6 places here again, 3 tops and 3 bottoms. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to change this divide into a times and tip this over. The bottom goes to the top and the top to the bottom. So the 6 minus 3x goes to the top, and this comes down, and in the same instance I'm going to put this in the right order. When you do factorizing, you always write your expression in descending orders of x. So we took the plus 3x to the front, minus 9x to the middle, and the plus 4 to the back. Next, you should see that this bracket is unfriendly. We usually want the x in front and the 1 at the back. In this case, we will just flip the x and 1 over the plus and keep this bracket. Please make sure that you understand why we're allowed to do this. If you look at this bottom packet, you will see that we would like the x's in front and the 6 rather at the back. We have a minus in front. There's a rule that says if we have a minus with 2 terms on either side, we can just flip them over and change the sign. Make sure that you understand what happened between this bottom and this bottom. Next, we see that this packet is also the wrong way around. We want the x in front and the 1 at the back. We have a minus in the middle. In other words, you write a minus in front and you flip the 1 and the x over the minus. So this is allowed. Make sure you understand this. This and this is the same. Now we got this packet in the right order. It's friendly. I will keep the 2 at the bottom. Like I said, treat the 6 positions, the 3 tops and the 3 bottoms, separately in the beginning. This top is friendly already, so we can just wait for us. This bottom here is friendly, so it can wait for us. This top over here is friendly, it can wait for us. And let's now factorize and make friendly these 3 places. We're going to start with this bottom and see what we can do here. We're first going to pull out a common factor of 6 and get these 2 factors. Then we can factorize this bracket further. It's a difference of 2 squares. It will then look like this. At the bottom here, you see a trinomial, which you can factorize. It will end up looking like this. Now we have to still factorize this and make it friendly. There's a minus here, and the x is on the wrong side, so there's 2 problems in here. Don't get a fright on what I'm going to do. You might have to stop the video to understand exactly what happened here. We factorized out a minus 3. And then in the bracket, we flipped this over and got our final answer of x minus 2 in the bracket. You can check it. Minus 3 times x will give me my minus 3x, and minus 3 times minus 2 will give me my plus 6. Now, all 3 the tops and all 3 the bottoms are factorized and friendly. Now we can cancel across and up and down. From here, please use your own method, but here is ours. You can say x plus 1 goes in here once, and x plus 1 goes in there once. You can say x minus 1 goes in here minus 1 times. Don't forget the minus there. And x minus 1 goes in there once. Then we can say x minus 4 goes in here once, and x minus 4 goes in there once. You can say 3 goes in here minus once, and 3 goes into 6 twice. Please stop the video and just get your brain around what happened here. Don't get a fright, because the final answer will be in the corner here. You times the tops with the tops. 1 times minus 1 times this bracket will give you a plus packet x minus 2 at the top. And the bottom, 2 times 1 times this packet times 1 times 2 will give us a 4 bracket packet 2x minus 1. We check if there's nothing that we've left that we can still cancel, and we say no, this is the simplified answer. Please stop the video and get your brain around this expression being simplified. Please indicate whether you liked or disliked the video and subscribe to the channel. If you run into a question on school mathematics that you have trouble solving, you can send a clear WhatsApp photo of your problem to this number and a clear WhatsApp photo of where you tried it. Then we will try and solve it and send back an answer to you as soon as possible. Enjoy mathematics.